What's up, POSimulator? This is Herpyderpy, and today I'm bringing you guys a new episode of Pokemon Creative Movesets. And today's episode is going to be covering Liepard, which is a very cool Pokemon to use in the lower tiers. Liepard is kind of like a mini Sableye in a lot of ways, considering that they both got Prankster as their Dream World ability, as well as having access to a lot of really annoying non-attacking moves that can really cause a lot of frustration for your opponent. Liepard is very fast, much faster than Sableye, because its base speed is actually very high, and therefore if you're ever against, another Prankster Pokemon, Liepard is definitely sure to outspeed that Pokemon, unless it's like a Whimsicott. But then again, you could also put speed investment, and I'm sure you'll be able to outspeed Whimsicott. So this set, if you kind of can quickly glance over this set, it consists of Encore, Thunderwave, Swagger, and Foul Play. And you can already kind of see the synergy between Swagger, Foul Play, Swagger, and Thunderwave, but I'm going to try to elaborate a little bit more on that. So, Encore is there to force switches. Liepard is really good at forcing switches with Encore, since if you have Prankster and Encore, and if you catch them using like a substitute or like a sword stand or something like that, they're basically stuck there forever. And the reason why is that even if they go for like Dragon Dances, they never feel afraid to switch in the Liepard and then go for an Encore, because basically your opponent's forced to switch out because they can't change moves. As if they think even though they might reach +6 speed, they still can't change moves because you have the Prankster ability. So either way, feel very safe going for the Encore when your opponent is going for like any kind of stat boosting move. That's gonna basically force them to switch out. If they're not switching out, then they're stupid, because if you should know that if you're caught in Encore and Prankster, there's no way you can escape. So because of that, having some entry hazards on your team is not a bad idea. So consider getting Pokemon like Omastar or like Roselia or any of those Pokemon that can set up tons of entry hazards, because it'll definitely help you since you're forcing a lot of switches anyways. Thunderwave is there because once you force your opponent to switch, you can go for a Thunderwave on a switch, and Thunderwave is always a really nice move to have, since you'll definitely slow down your opponent, which is very nice. Plus, having the small chance of them not being able to do anything can sometimes win you the game. And coupled with Swagger, your opponent is going to have such a hard time even like making a move, since they're not going to be able to do anything when they're caught in the Parafusion status. So Swagger is very nice because not only does it complement Thunderwave, also complements Foul Play. The only thing to note about Swagger is that it does have a small chance to miss. I think it has 90 accuracy, so definitely watch out for those misses, because sometimes it might screw you up a little bit, but that's okay. Foul Play is there because Foul Play's base damage is based off how much attack stat your opponent has. And if you use Swagger on your opponent and then go for a Foul Play, you'll be doing a much more significant amount of damage than if you didn't go for the Swagger and instead you went for a Confuse Ray or something like that. So, plus Foul Play is stab on Liepard, since Liepard is dark, and Foul Play is a dark type move, so that's also a plus. And Liepard actually has a pretty decent attack stat, so with some attack investment, Liepard can definitely be killing quite a few things with just Foul Play. Sometimes you don't even need a Swagger to kill your opponent if you know your opponent does have a substantial amount of attack, like if it's like a Craniados or something, So, yeah. EV spread, I decided to invest in attack and speed because Liepard is so frail. Its defenses is pitiful. Its HP stat, not that great either. I already tried investing in HP and defense, and it really didn't work out that well. I could barely take like any hit from a bunch of Pokemon, so it's not worth it at all. I'd much rather invest in attack and speed to make sure I can outspeed Pokemon when I'm using Foul Play, and to make sure I can be doing quite a bit of damage with Foul Play as well. So that's my idea. Nature, like, it's pretty self-explanatory with my heavy attack and heavy speed investment. I just went for Adamant, because it's the best nature you can pick besides Jolly, but I don't think you really need Jolly, because Liepard's already pretty damn fast. Focus Sash is there because sometimes your Parafusion luck might not be going your way, so in case that happens, at least you have, a second chance to hopefully get luck on your side again. You could potentially run sub with leftovers instead of having the Focus Sash, but I think that's kind of pointless, since you already have, it's much better. I think it's much better having, you know, the parafuse thing going on as opposed to just, like, you know, the confusion. So that's just my opinion. I don't know about you guys. You guys can always, like, you know, change up the moveset on Liepard. It really doesn't matter, but this is the set I like to use the most because it just parafusion is just really funny, and more often than enough, Thunder Wave does help me out in the end. So yeah, that's basically Liepard. Pretty much covered everything. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Definitely try out Liepard. This is Herpyderpy signing out.